Hey everyone, TML64 back with part 2 keys of Pokemon Leaf Green. And in our last video, we just finished beating Koga and got our 5th gym badge. We are now moving on to, I don't know, the next gym badge. Alright, so in this video, we are going to be getting my next Pokemon of the team. So, first thing we gotta do is we gotta get a fishing rod. And for those of you who don't know where the super rod in this game, I pity you. But it doesn't really matter because we're just gonna go get it anyway. So, let's saddle up and get the bike on. It's not too hard to get, and I have to say the bike is so slow in this game. But hey, it's a lot faster than running, or maybe it's not any difference whatsoever, but I'm just gonna use the bike anyway. So we're going up the bike here. All these trainers have already been done. As you know, if you watched the last video, I kind of like speeded through all of them. Collision with this bike is terrible. Almost there. Seriously, I recommend not riding a bike on whatever you call those wooden planks. Anyway, this is the house that gives you the super rod. This guy here. I'm the fishing guru's younger brother. I simply love fishing. Can't bear without. Tell me, do you like to fish? Grand, I like your style. I think we could be friends. Take this and fish, young friend. And I'll never see you again because, heck, I get fishing rods to everyone who comes in here. I'm a lonely fisherman. From the seas to rivers, go out and find the land, the big one. Now, I have a request. If you catch a big Magikarp, blah, 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 blah. Okay, there's another thing this guy does here. If you catch a Magikarp, he'll rate it by how big it is and everything, but it's not anything. It's just a gimmick. I don't know if he gives you anything. I don't think he's ever given me anything before, so I don't really care. Alright, now we can't get back to Vermilion without waking up this Snorlax. Let's do this. I always did hate the Poke Flute. Okay, Snorlax woke up and attacked with a Grumpy Rage. Okay, Wild Snorlax appeared. Alright, I'm not gonna bother catching this because I already caught the last one. If I have one Snorlax, it's good enough for me. So I'll just kill this for the XP. I just hate Snorlax. He's just so bulky. Critical hit. As long as he doesn't use rest, I'll be good. He didn't use rest. I guess I win this battle then, because had he used rest, it would have. Oh, you gotta be kidding me! Unbelievable! My Razor Leaf misses and he uses rest, and now he wakes up and I fall asleep because of yawn. That is unbelievable. The chances of that happening. That was totally against me. Alright, I'm gonna switch because, you know, I want to kill this thing. Hate Snorlax, they're troll faces of Pokemon. And he goes with Yawn again, but thankfully Hypno has Insomnia, so that ain't gonna work. So, first of all, I'll Psychic this thing. I think Snorlax has high special defense. And he uses Rest again. Really starting to get annoyed now. If I'm lucky enough, I might lower his special defense, but I wouldn't keep my hopes up. Still fast asleep, but if I can take him out with this one, that'd be so grand. Come on, finish him off, please. Ah! Oh, phew, he used a snore. What a fail. Alright, I'm just gonna kill him. Okay, Snorlax is dead. Thank God, I always did hate that thing. Yeah, I'm one of those few people who hate Snorlax. Okay, Snorlax, calm down, get a huge run, and return to the mountains, where apparently there's only 2 Snorlax in existence in this game. You'll never see another one ever again. Okay, so now we're back in Route 11, and yes, I know some of the sprites aren't still finished yet. I'm still working on that. But you'll see what I have been working on in the past week, which took quite a long time to perfect. Vermilion City. Okay, the new thing is in here. Ta-da! New Pokemon Center interior. I made it almost exactly the same as the Heart Gold and Soul Silver Pokemon Center. That's the same basic layout. You can go upstairs and, you know, you have to link stuff up here and everything, although it isn't really useful. I just thought I'd do it anyway. I mean, if anyone were to ever, you know, put this onto a game cartridge, which I highly advise against, you could easily use these with no problem. But it doesn't really matter. Or you can use them with the link feature, I don't know. There's 2 PCs, there's one down here, And there's one at the top there. And of course we've got the mystery gift man there. Yes, I know all four of them don't have all their colors mixed up, but I haven't fished that yet, so we'll worry about that another time. Anyway, let's heal our Pokemon. Welcome to the Pokemon Center. Would you like to heal your Pokemon? Yes, please. Thank you for waiting. We restored our Pokemon to full health. We hope to see you again. Yes, and I'm hoping to see this Pokemon Center again and again. I really enjoy the design that came up with it. I mean, I know it's from Heart Gold and Soul Silver, but you get the idea. Okay, so now let's catch our next Pokemon, which will be right here. So, we are going to use our newly acquired Super Rod, and I'm going to register it as the select button to make it easier. So, here we go. Pokemon's on the hook. That was quick. Okay, so what is it? A Staryu! Just what I was looking for. Okay, Venusaur, you know what to do here. First of all, I shall put this thing that clearly has no eyes asleep. Now, the thing about Staryu is, this guy is like the most ultimate water Pokemon ever, considering he is, like, his evolved form Starmie is used almost by everyone in every generation. I mean, it's one of the few Pokemon that can use Thunderbolt with such great use. I mean, a water type that is, that can use Thunderbolt with such great use. He's one of the few that's the best usage of Bolt Beam strategy. And overall, I just love Staryu and Starmie, like my favorite water types ever. So, here we go, Staryu. Let's see if we can catch you. Haha, pun. Yay! We got Staryu on our first try. I feel like I'm making some of those anime mistakes. Okay, Staryu's data was added to the Pokedex. And no, I don't know why the background's yellow. I still haven't been able to fix that. Staryu, the star Pokemon, height 2'7", weight 76.1 pounds. An enigmatic Pokemon that can effortlessly regenerate any appendage it loses in battle. Give a nickname to Staryu? No, thank you. Okay, so that's one of the two. And now we got one more to catch. Oh, sorry. Select button, I forgot. Not even a nibble. Yeah, I really hate the fact that Super Rod is like the one that you have the least chance of finding a Pokemon with out of all the rods. The old rods, you could always get one. I don't know why. And our next Pokemon, a Shellder. And you're asking, hey, how's that possible? Shellder can only be caught in Fire Red. Well, apparently, like I said in my previous videos, if you've been watching it, I have made both Fire Red and Leaf Green Pokemon that are exclusive to each version available in this game, considering I didn't want to make a second version where people want to make their own hacks with, so this version has both Fire Red and Leaf Green Pokemon catchable in the same spots where they'll be located in either version, so Shellder is our next one to catch. So, Leech Seed. Yes, I just love using Leech Seed, it's one of my favorite grass attacks. Okay, Shelder's been seeded, and I'll be getting HP from it every time. And now let's sleep powder the thing. Shellder fell asleep. Now we can chuck the ball at it. After another Leech Seed drain, of course. Okay, Shelder's health was sapped by Leech Seed. Very nice. Okay. Great Ball of Greatness. Catch the Pokemon. You know. 1, 2, 3. Yes! Okay, Shellder was caught. Okay, the Dex data was added for Shellder. Shellder, the bivalve Pokemon. Height 1 foot, weight 8.8 pounds. Its hard shell repels any kind of attack. It is vulnerable only when its shell is open. Give a nickname to Shellder? No. Okay, so you're probably asking yourself, why in the world did I catch two water-type Pokemon? Shellder and Starmie are kind of like parallels of each other. Staryu, I keep saying Starmie, sorry. Okay, so here's the main question for this video before I go any further. Which one of these two will be my main water type? Should I use Staryu, who will evolve into Starmie, being a psychic and water type? Or should I get Shellder, who will evolve into Cloyster and become an ice and water type? If you guys want to check their stats, go look in Bulbapedia and whatever. But that's the question for this video. Which should I use? Staryu or Shellder? Okay? Now, the next thing we're going to do is catch my last Pokemon. And in order to do that, we need to go to the box. So, the box is here, obviously, and we're going to move Pokemon around. Okay, well, let's see. Which one of our Pokemon has cut? Let's see. Zubat obviously does not. Okay, so it's Diglett. Diglett has cut. We're either going to need cut and switch with Staryu and move Shellder as well. I'm not going to use either of them until, you know... Oh, Shelder's holding a Pearl. And Staryu is holding a Stardust. That's kind of, like, very lucky, don't you think? Okay, so, yeah. Staryu or Shellder? That's the question. Now, we're going to catch my next Pokemon, which I'm definitely using. Okay? And no, it's not a question this time. I am definitely using this whether you like it or not, so there. It requires us to go all the way around. You know, I probably could have gone through Saffron City if I had the T, but... Nah. Okay, we're out of the underground path and making our way up to Cerulean. Almost there. Okay, we're past Cerulean. And yeah, I gave the bushes a new palette because I had to use a current palette over, so not much of a difference, but I kind of like the new palette. Yeah, it's the little things that get me going in this game. Don't answer to that. Alright, so skip the hiker. Still haven't done him yet. Need to work on him soon. And now we need a Pokemon with Surf, which, luckily, we already just caught one. Now, I'm probably going to give Surf to Staryu, because Staryu's kind of like the better out of the two that can utilize it, so... Yeah, for all of you who don't know, Staryu is a special attacker, while Shellder is a physical attacker. So I'm just going to use Staryu just for surfing, okay? So it's not definite on which one I'm using yet until you answer my question. And please answer the question, because, you know, I won't know what you guys like, or maybe I'll annoy you or something if I pick the wrong one. So please, tell me. Alright, so let's see. HMO3, Surf, give to Staryu. Staryu wants to learn Surf, but he can't learn more than 4 moves. Delete one, yes. Okay, we got 4 attacks here. Harden, Water Gun, Rapid Spin, and Recover. It seems obvious that Water Gun should be the one to get rid of. First, second, and poof. Staryu forgot Water Gun, and machine set. Staryu successfully learned Surf. Very nice. And there's one attack I'm definitely going to keep for Staryu if I ever use him. It's definitely going to be Recover. Okay, so here's where our next Pokemon resides, in the Power Plant. Yes, the Power Plant is one of those places that you can't discover unless you, know, did some researching, because otherwise you would completely skip it altogether. And there's a trainer here who has a Lickitung, so I might as well fight him before I go into the Power Plant. Wow, you came all the way here? Maybe you are a Pokemaniac too. Want to see my collection? Not particularly, but you're gonna show me anyway. Okay, Pokemaniac. Mark would like to battle. And he got Rhyhorn. Right, Rhyhorn, nothing against you or anything, but you're dead. Okay, Rhyhorn bites the dust, and what's his next Pokemon? His next Pokemon is obviously Lickitung. He's like the signature trainer of Lickitung. Okay, Lickitung is next. I won't switch out. Lickitung, the WTF Pokemon. What the heck is Lickitung supposed to be? I've been wondering that for years. It looks like a human with a big tail and a ridiculously long tongue, but other than that, he don't make any sense. He based off an anteater, you know, one of those things that have the long tongues or something like that. I can't see it. Other than that, I don't know what the heck Lickitung is. Maybe it's just a trollish looking Pokemon, I don't know. I'm not angry. Yes, clearly from that costume you have, you're clearly not. And here we go, the Power Plant. Now, the first thing I want to point out before we go any further is the music. The music is using the Pokemon Mansion music. In the original version, it used... What did it use? It used Team Rocket's Basement. But I just want to point out that this music is deadly. Some people find it creepy, but I just love this music. It's just so, I don't know, techno-darkish or something like that. Anyway, let's move around the Power Plant here. I'm not going to be here long. I'm just going to catch the next Pokemon and, of course, get a very valuable TM. And what do you know? The first Pokemon we come across is the one I'm looking for. Magnemite. Electric and Steel type. However, in the first gen, he was only Electric type because Steel and Dark types didn't exist back then. So, we're going to catch Magnemite, which is effectively going to replace Raichu. And yeah, tough guys, I want Magnemite. Magnemite's my favorite Electric type. So, first we're going to do is Leech Seed. And first of all, how in the world can you Leech Seed something that's obviously a living steel ball? How can you plant anything through the steel ball he is, or something? Who cares? Alright, Magnemite gets drained of HP, very nice. And like the other two, I'm just gonna put him to sleep. However, I have been confused by Supersonic, so... yeah. I have to hurt myself, because hey, I always hurt myself in my confusion! Whenever I don't know the answer to a question, or if I'm trouble with mathematics, I always smash my head off the table in confusion. It's just common sense! So anyway... I'm still... oh no, I'm out of confusion now, so put the sleep powder on Magnemite and we can finally catch this living magnet horseshoe ball thing, whatever. I don't know, Magnemite's one of my favorite Pokemon clearly because of his design. He just looks deadly. And I don't know why. I just like him because of his look. I'm usually into bizarre looking Pokemon. So, great ball for Magnemite. You know, I should probably use a Premier Ball for some of my Pokemon. But then again, I don't think you can get Premier Balls in this game. I think it was only in Ruby and Sapphire. Okay, that was easy. I'm on a roll here. I've caught each one of my Pokemon in one shot. That's pretty easy. Right, Magnemite's caught. Dex data for Magnemite. Magnemite, the Magnet Pokemon. Height 1 foot. Weight 13.2 pounds. Also very hard to actually read this. Uses anti-gravity to stay suspended. Appears without warning and uses Thunder Wave and similar moves. Give a nickname to Magnemite? No. Magnemite was transferred to Bill's PC and placed in Box 1. Alright, so we got Magnemite. That's really good. Now, before we go any further, I'm just going to see if I have any repels, because it's probably going to take a while before I can get the other thing I'm looking for. And now I don't have any repels, so this is going to take a while a bit. Max Potion. That's really useful. Let's just, Okay, what Pokemon is it this time? Oh, Magneton! Oh, that's different! The evolved form of Magnemite straight away. But no, I want to raise the Magnemite and then evolve it. It's just common sense. I mean, it's... you know, I'm not doing any EV training or anything, but you do get better stats if you evolve a Pokemon rather than catching it evolved. You know, it's common sense. Okay, other Pokemon you can catch here are Voltorb. The Pokemon you can catch in the Power Plant in Generation 1, I believe, was Magnemite, Magneton, Voltorb, Pikachu, just like now, and Raichu. Now, apparently they got rid of Raichu in Fire Red and Leaf Green, so you can't catch him in this game at all. Or maybe you can in Cerulean Cave, but I think that's the only place you can catch Raichu, unfortunately. Don't know why they did, but... oh, great. This is one of the other things that people found annoying. Apparently, some of the Pokeballs are actually Voltorbs or Electrodes in disguise. As you can see here, it's an Electrode. And the strange thing is, whenever when you if you ever came across a Voltorb or Electrode using that method, they would always be level 40. But I guess the devs thought level 40 was far too high, so they lowered it to 34, I guess. Makes sense, but still, it's pretty high. Be prepared for this thing, and it's an Electrode thing, so it's usually mostly Voltorbs. But I'm not interested in catching an Electrode, so I'll just kill it. And you know what? I think I'm gonna move my phone away from the speakers so it stops making that stupid noise. Okay, so Voltorb just vanished into there. Ugh, creepy. Alright, so, okay, what's it this time? A Voltorb. Okay. So, did I just say Voltorb or Electrode before I found this Voltorb? I can't remember. But it doesn't matter. I'm not catching Voltorb and I'm not catching Electrode. I have my Magnemite. I just want to get my, you know, item. Yes, here it is. TM25 Thunder. Awesome move. Now, you can catch Zapdos here, but I won't bother. Oh boy! An Electabuzz! Whoa! Now that is something. Electabuzz, a rare Pokemon such as Electabuzz. Do I dare? Oh, what the heck. I will. Okay, Leech Seed this thing. I just shocked that I came across an Electabuzz so easily. I mean, they're usually very, very rare. Alright, so let's catch this thing. Electabuzz. I can't tell, but because of his striped tail, it always reminds me of Tigger from Winnie the Pooh. So anyway, I'll put this thing to sleep like I've done with all the other guys. This Electabuzz is effectively at level 32. That's pretty good. So, if I catch this thing, I don't know if I'm going to use it or not. I mean, Electabuzz is a pretty cool Pokemon. I mean, an electric type. I like Electabuzz. I mean, he's deadly. Now, I should really stop saying deadly, shouldn't I? I'm like only one of the very few people in the world who ever say the word deadly. Most people say cool or awesome or, I don't know, fizzle-fazzle or something. Okay, now Electabuzz, I think I've made a fatal mistake with Electabuzz. I've actually Leech Seeded him, and Electabuzz is already hard enough to catch. So, if I don't catch this thing, the Leech Seed is definitely going to kill him. Yeah, this could be very problematic. I don't know what I'm going to do here. Oh, wait, I know, I can fix this, Okay, it just so happens that I have Staryu in my party, and Staryu has Rapid Spin. So why not... Oh, wait. Does it affect the opponent? That could be problematic. I don't think Rapid Spin works on the opponent. I think it only works on you. Oh, I'm such a dope. Oh, I should have thought this through. Oh, come on. I really want Electabuzz. One of these times I really need a Master Ball, and he's almost dead, for crying out loud! I should have really thought this through before I seeded him. He can only survive, like, what, 2 more Leech Seeds and then he's gone? Oh, please, Great Ball. I beg you, catch this thing. 1, 2, 3, please, please, please. Yes! Alright, we got Electabuzz! Hurrah! Electabuzz's data was added to the Pokedex. That was weird. Okay, Electabuzz, the electric Pokemon. Very generic, if I must say so. Height, 3.07 foot. Yeah. Weight, 66.1 pounds. Normally found near power plants. They can wander away and cause major blackouts in cities. Yeah, it's very hard to read this with all that background. I should rather read it when I see the text myself. Okay, so we caught Electabuzz. Hurrah! And he's brought back to Bill's PC. Okay, I'd say this was a really good harvest in this video. I won't bother catching Zapdos until maybe a later time, because I'm obviously not prepared for it yet. Zapdos will be at level 50 by the time I, you know, get to it and everything. Alright, so, main question, I'm going to start again, alright? Shellder or Staryu? And the next thing is, I never thought I'd see myself asking this, but I will anyway. Which should I use now? Should I use Magnemite or Electabuzz? Okay? I am actually giving you the option to choose whether to use my favorite Pokemon or to use Electabuzz. So Magnemite or Electabuzz, and Staryu or Shellder. That's the main question for this week. I need to practice my vocabulary, you know that? Alright, so guys, that's all for this video. It was pretty much a Pokemon catching video. I'll be going to Saffron City in my next one. Going to Sabrina, our 6th gym leader. So until then, you know, take care, comment, rate, subscribe, the works. And I will see you all, you know, next time. Peace out, guys.